Right, this is video 7.4, solving proportion. Promise that it's easier than analyzing units. I really enjoy doing proportions. These are a lot of fun to me. So when we are solving proportions, what we're going to be using are cross products. So the cross product is going to be the number, is going to be the product, which is multiplying, of the numbers on the diagonal when you compare two ratios. So if we have two ratios that we are saying are equal, then their cross products are also going to be equal. What I mean by that is if we had 2/3 and 6/9, not as fractions, but 2 to 3 and 6 to 9 as being proportions because they are ratios, their cross products are going to be equal. Their cross product is here and here. So on the diagonal, if those are equal, then they are proportional. All right? So we would take our 2 times our 9, which is 18, and our 3 times our 6, which is 18. 18 is equal to 18, so then these are proportional. So that's an example of a proportional. Let's see one that's not proportional. So if the ratios are not equal, then their products will not be equal. So let's say 2/3 and 4/5. We look at our cross product. We're going to do our 2 times 5, which is 10. That's this one. And then the other one, 3 times 4, is 12. 10 is not equal to 12, so these are not proportional. So that's what I mean. So when I give you two ratios and I ask if they're proportional, what you'll do is you'll find their cross products and find out if their cross products are equal. If they are equal, they're proportional. If they are not equal, they are not proportional. And we can use this idea for solving for part of a ratio that we don't know. So let's tell whether the ratios are proportional. Let's start with 5/6 and 15/21. All right? So we are going to multiply cross product here and here. So 21 times 5 is 105. And 6 times 15 is 90. 105 is not equal to 90, so these are not proportional. Let's try 28 over 77 and 4/11. So if we do 28 times 11, we would get 308. And 77 times 4, so on here and here, is equal to 308. 308 is equal to 308. So that one is proportional. Now what are some applications for this? Why would we even care, right? What would be the point? Here's an example of an application for later on. So if we have a shade of paint and we got it by mixing 5 parts red with 7 parts blue. So let's say we were wanting to make a lot of paint and we wanted to mix 12 quarts of blue paint with 8 quarts of red paint. Would we get the right shade of our paint? So when we do this, we're just going to set it up. It doesn't matter what order as long as the order in the equivalent pair matches. So if we're going to do 5 reds on top and 7 blues on bottom, then we would need to say 8 red on top and 12 blue. So as long as our reds and blues are the same, then it's possible, because if we flip it, it definitely won't be an equivalent proportion. So we want to make sure the reds are here and the blues are here. Now if you wanted to flip it and put blue on top, as long as your second ratio has blue on top, that's fine. So cross product, we've got 7 times 8, which would be 56. And 5 times 12, which would be 60. These are not equal, so this would not be the same shade. So will you get the correct shade? No. It's going to be a different color altogether. So like I said, we can do it using solving proportions. So if we have a proportion, or we have a ratio and we know we want it to change into, but we don't know what the other half of it would be, that is solving proportions. So what we're going to have here then is a variable. We'll have to do some algebra too in order to solve it. So an example would be if we have 12 over d equals 4 over 14. So the way we're going to solve this is we're going to do our cross product. We're going to do our 4 times our d, which is 4d. And then our 12 times our 14, which is 168. My d is not alone. How do I get it alone? Well, it is being multiplied by the 4. We undo multiplication by dividing. So I'm going to divide by 4 and divide by 4. My d is equal to 42. And that's how we solve our proportion. Go ahead and click on the link to do the homework, and we'll see you in class.